Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world of darkness, and welcome to a late session of Rage Across New York, the werewolf venue where the elusive ragabash cub, who hasn't seen the Denfather for wow, never, is going to finally meet his maker. Well, I'm sorry, he's going just to meet the Denfather. And, well, the Denfather is roaming around his den, making hmm, well, arranging some things, probably also marking his territory on the tree, adding new paints and glyphs on it to reinforce that, yeah, it's my home. It's mine. Mine, 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 mine.
Albert's just kind of wandering. The sept. He's kind of looking down at his phone, deciding what gift to get because the Cubs have decided to do the white elephant thing, and he doesn't know how to get a gift for someone he doesn't know. Huh? He's just kind of looking at his phone and walking, keeping paying kind of attention to where he's going. After all, there are trees,
Hmm.
so.
Hmm. Really now? Oop-a-doop-a-doop. Hmm. Oop-a-doop-a-doop. 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 Make make a perception alertness.
How many dice do I have for that? Let's see, 10.
I don't believe you.
I only have 5.
Okay, so that's 2 success. You don't see that there's a wolf that is going to sit in front of you and make you trip.
He kind of stumbles forward, tripping over a wolf. Um, he's not sure which particular wolf this is, so he's just like, oh, sorry.
Mm.
He wasn't, he didn't fail too badly. He probably
Mhm.
doesn't fall down flat on his face, but he kind of stumbles over it, makes a grandiose, just trying to recover by leaping over him.
Mm. I'm going to steal your phone. Kotori just grabs the phone and he kind of gives you this impression, try and catch me. And he just run off.
He he is kind of worried that it's like, okay, he's actually trying to run after this wolf now.
Okay, then let's uh hmm, let's make a dex athletic.
He doesn't do any fancy shifting or anything like that. He's just trying to catch the wolf. Who four,
Ooh.
2, 3, 4.
Well, it seems that indeed Mr. Albert is, he's probably doing better than he ever had in his life. Because he's starting to catch up and is, well, we're not going to put defender wins on anything. You're at the same pace that this wolf does. And he kind of looks at you, kind of probably smirking with a phone between his mouth.
He tries to grab it. Um,
Okay. Mm, yeah, I can say you can make a dex athletic to try and get Get the phone from his mouth.
Yeah, as they're running and running, and Albert is, thanking Olaf in his mind. He's like, I'll have to thank Uncle Olaf for getting me up at 5 a.m., I suppose. He's gonna grab it.
Yeah, Kotor is not going to try and dodge it. So you take your phone and you will probably be very relieved that you know, there's no trace of teeth on the phone. However, there's saliva if we're on the phone.
He kind of wipes it off on his pants uh, and just puts it back in his pocket, not wanting the wolf to take his phone again.
Well, as well, the wolf start to express himself, it seems that you can indeed run on your legs. That's good.
I have Olaf Raya to thank for that.
Hmm. Yeah, Olaf might have probably woken up very early, shove you out of the bed, saying, you need to run very quick because you're not skinny. I'm going to train you to be a garu or something like that.
That's pretty close, actually.
Hmm. Yes, that wouldn't surprise me. Kind of look. Well, he's circling around you. Uh, well, I can't really judge because you hobbits are all the same physically, but yeah, I might understand why. And he pokes your leg. Mm. Yeah, you're going to work those muscles. Poke,
Yeah,
poke.
he nods. Like, well, I want to be useful.
Oh, so the cab wants to be useful. Hmm. Well, presenting yourself might be useful, young one.
he he not he remembers something. His eyes kind of light up. I am Albert Fay, a ragabash cub with no tribe yet.
Hmm. You should also precise that you are born on two legs, because otherwise,
Ah,
well, the others they might think you're a menace.
hmm. I wouldn't want to be one of those. It's it seems like it's not happy when they grow up.
Being reminded that you are a walking litany breach. Yes, it doesn't get very nice for the menace. All right. I am Katori rides the wave, born on four legs, feared of the Uktana tribe. Adrian and Alpha of the Hunters of Alas. And your den father.
Pleased to meet you, Katoriwa.
Hmm. He's going to look at you in the eye. Does uh, does Albert have animal kin?
Um, no.
All right. Mm, I'm going to say you can make an intelligence roll. Difficulty, well, since you don't have it, we're going to say difficulty 7.
All the good rolls.
Okay, you've just summoned a greater demon of corn. Congratulations. uh, so you kind of probably look at him a little bit, and then there's something that thinks in the back of your mind that you probably have. You had a dog when you were younger, or you hanged around people who had dogs. Generally, you guess you can remember that looking at a dog in the eye or any animal is seen as a challenge for dominance.
He he kind of looks away, not
Mm,
really trying to stare at him too long.
mm. Kotori nods. Good. At least you know that, or you have the instinct for this. That's going to be my first lesson for you. Lupus, those born on four legs, we see things differently. For you, Hamid, generally while slapping someone's face or saying, fuck you, I challenge you, it works. For lupuses, looking into the eye is seen as a challenge. So, considering there are a few of us here, I would advise against doing that. You wouldn't want to attract the attention of Thief of Titanium or Laughing Shadows.
I've heard of them, and
Mm,
I was warned to be on my very best behavior.
mm. Then I will give you a second piece of advice. In case of doubt, roll over. Everyone you will meet here, until you are not a cub anymore, is above your station. They're your elders. Some might not really be much into ranks and respect of such a, and the respect and obedience that such a rank asks. Others, however, they will take it very hardly. So, yes, if you ever meet Thief of Titanium, just roll over. It's a way to show your
Oh,
submission.
that seems to be best.
Mm. Yes, generally, uh, it avoids a lot of problems. And, well, Thief of Titanium is very adamant on, well, obedience. He's a very enthusiastic Arun. So, mm, yes, do yourself a favor. Just, yeah, in case of doubt, just roll over.
He nods, not really sure what to do at this point. He's just kind of not bobbing his head up and down.
Mm. Kotori is going to pat you on the head. Good boy. Which might feel weird, considering that maybe a few years prior it would have been the exact opposite.
Yeah, it's a little strange, but then again, everything about this is strange to Albert.
All right.
Can't be any stranger than a talking wolf.
You must be new around here. uh, so he sits on all four and goes, "Well, Albert, what do you know? Or more precisely, what is it that you can do?"
I, I learned about the litany, about rage and changing forms,
Mm-hmm.
and about Metis from, well, a Metis uh, from
You must.
Renraya.
Yes, my packmate Ren. Yes. Mm.
And that conversation cemented even more that it's a very bad idea to make Metis.
Yes. So don't think with your genitals. It's the best way.
I think that was true even before I changed.
Well, maybe when you will be a clear, maybe you should talk to others. And decept a lot of how it seems to think with their genitals. But it doesn't answer my question. What is it that you can do? You yourself.
Um, what do you mean, do?
Well, do you know how to read?
Uh, yes.
Well, you see,
Uh,
that's something you can do.
oh yeah. Yeah. I suppose he thinks for a moment. I suppose I know a few people. Um. Uh, Other than that, I'm simply a learner. A student
Hmm.
at at the school in the city.
Ah, yes, you hail from a place of knowledge, just like Ren. I see. So, you're a book fondler. And he kind of, as he kind of smirks.
Um. Uh. I guess.
Oh, okay. I guess we are going to have to work on your physical shape, even if you, well, you weren't as bad as I would have expected. That is very good. But I would guess that you don't have much of survival skills.
No, I grew up in the city pretty much all of my life. I don't really know that much.
Hmm. So just like Emmett, you would be quite oh, ill-equipped outside of your city. Hmm. Okay, I see, I see, I see. Up, up, up. Lupus form now.
Um, Out of character, do I need to make a roll for that thing?
To turn into lupus, you are going to need, yes, to make a roll. The roll to change form is going to be a stamina and primal urge roll. And you will need to beat a certain difficulty and gain a number of success, as the lupus form is the farthest away from your current one.
Okay. He looks around first, making sure that there's nothing around. It's almost a habit, which is probably a good habit. And then he tries.
The difficulty is going to be 6.
Okay, there's one
So,
success.
mhm. So with one success, you start to change. You start to change as well. You take the form of the glabro. Oh no, not even. Well, uh, yeah, uh, yeah, you're in glabro, but it's not really the lupus. And I will have a question for you. Are your clothes dedicated?
No.
So no one did any kind of right to well allow your clothes to stay with you all the time.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so your clothes they start to shred a little bit because yeah um you're kind of big now. Not big, but yeah, you're kind of tight now. Sorry, raise an eyebrow. Uh-huh. Hmm. Okay, we'll take care of that. Uh, would you please continue?
He
And
does so, and his hang on, let me look. Is okay. Shoot.
you have +2 stamina being in Glabro.
Oh, okay. So he might actually make this roll.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. You went through the Crinos and the Hispo, and now you're on 4 legs, as well, your ragged clothes are all around you.
He kind of looks at his paws, just kind of stares at him for a second. He still can't get over this. He's done this once before,
Mm.
once because Olaf showed him, but he's just staring at the fact that he has 4 paws
And the tail.
and a tail. Then he looks around at his tail and resists the urge to start chasing it because he's not a domestic dog. He's a wild wolf.
Oh yes, you're so wild. uh, Story looks at you a little bit. Well, I guess someone is due for the 3 howling wolf shirts and some other clothes.
He looks down and realizes that um yeah yeah I don't think he can talk in this form right now.
You can speak the Garutong and the wolves. Speaking, basically, if you want to speak to someone who is not a Garu, in this form, you would need to shape your vocal cords to be able to produce human sound.
Yeah, he's kind of looking. It's like, okay, this is interesting.
Hmm. Have you, well, have you changed into the other forms before?
Uh
Outside of your first stage, of course.
Oh, Olaf showed me once,
Mm.
and I did it once.
Well, now you did it twice. So, how do you feel in this form?
He kind of moves a little bit. It seems it's quicker. I seem more nimble.
Hmm. It's not just quicker. It is a far superior form to the form that you have. Well, the only advantages that you have are your thumbs, your fingers, magic. They work wonders to scratch the ears. Yes, and also to make stuff. But outside of that, you're way too squishy, and you need your clothes. You will have, well, you might have better eyesight, but your sense of smell, your sense of hearing, they lack a lot. That form will allow you to feel the wind on your fur. With your nose, you will be able to smell far more easier than any hermit could. And your ears, they will catch up sound. As probably as probably Albert, without even being aware of it, can probably feel his ears twitching and moving on their own as they are, well, as he's unconsciously catching the different sound of the sept.
Albert kind of he notices for the first time now that he can hear a lot more things. Oh, that could be useful. Well, it is useful.
Yes, it can be useful. All right. All right, boy. Let's see how you fare in this form. And Kotori is going to trot a little bit, not running, but trotting far away in the north, a zone that is still safe within Sept ground, where rabbits dwells.
He will follow Kotori.
All right. Now, do you see those rabbits?
He looks at he sees some rabbits. I'd imagine. Yes.
What are rabbits?
Um, cute and fluffy.
Smack on the muzzle. No. Well, yes, they are fluffy. That is evident. No, they are food. Don't you eat meat? Or are
Uh,
you like Emmet, one of those strange grass eaters?
oh, I eat meat.
Good. Well, now, look at this rabbit. Look at how he hops. Look at how he goes, his ears twitching. I want you to kill it. And then you will eat it. Also, eh, don't kill those with nail polish. Otherwise, well, Lucas would be very sad. It would be Funny, but uh, let's not make you enemies among your other cubs.
He, yeah, yeah. I wouldn't want to do that. I don't want to make any enemies.
Oh well, too bad, child. You will make some. But yes, it's a better idea not to make enemies within your own kind.
He, kind of, he looks, at at one of the rabbits. Um, and he, I guess he bolts after one.
Okay. Someone who goes for the direct road, I see.
He's never done this before.
Well, I mean, you could have gone. I'm going to be sneaky about it. But okay.
He'll do that on the second try when he fails this one.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that that works. So okay, so the bunny is going to, well, obviously hop away from this mad dog. I mean, rawr, he's crazy. Okay, so you're going to make you're going to make a Dex Athletic against Mister Rabbity Rabbit.
All right. Two. And for being a really dumb way to do it.
And yes, you easily get near the rabbit, and now is the time for the bite. Yes, go for it. Show that you are a true wolf and not, well, not something else.
Um, it's higher difficulty if you don't have brawl, right?
Yes,
What's
but
the bite?
I guess I guess you're not going with paw, right? You're going to try to bite it.
Yeah.
So the difficulty is actually less than the standard difficulty, and also considering that we are following Great White Mouse, uh, technically, what is uh, what is going to happen is that your difficulty will be of 5 for this bite attack.
Chomp, chomp, nom 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 nom.
Okay, Rabbit is going to try and dodge it. Huh. So in that case, defender wins. So yes, you almost, you can probably feel some of a rabbit's fur, you know, in in your teeth, as you almost had it, but it managed somehow to get away from you. And yep, he's going to uh, he's going to try to outrun you um, to his lair, because obviously you're too big for the rabbit hole. Yes. So let's see. Oh wow. Yeah, he's not going to go very far. You get you get another attack on it.
Nom 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 nom.
All right. Uh well, he tried to make a run for it, so there's not going to be a dodge. So Yeah, you got it. You got it in your mouth as it yelp. What are you going to do now?
Um, Now he's gonna kind of try to put it down and hold it, make sure it doesn't have nail polish on its thing
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Um, and then if it doesn't, he's just gonna chomp and just eat it.
Uh,
I'll try to kill it.
yeah. Katori approach. Snap your muzzle. Okay. You did a good job. You catched it and you killed it. Now I'm going to teach you something. That rabbit, it died so you could live another day. The very least that you could do is to show him your respect for his sacrifice. Because otherwise, well, you would be just like any other Hamid. You would just take what you want without showing proper respect, without thanking Gaia and the spirits of this animal to die for you. And as Kotori, as Kotori is praying for the spirit, I am going to I'm going to ask you: does Albert have any dots in ritual?
Not yet. He's still
Mhm.
learning.
All right, then yeah, you might you might actually have the use of this to justify buying right. But yes, Kotori is singing a low chant that, well, you can clearly understand that it doesn't seem to be neither Garu or Wolf. It seems to be other, as he, well, you might know that, but you might guess that he is thanking the spirit on your behalf for you. And after a few seconds, he's going to look at you and say, "Now, as you might have heard, the first share of a kill go to the one of higher station. But considering that you hunt it all by yourself, and also that I already ate, you can have the rabbit all for yourself."
He kind of looks down and says, "Thank you."
All the num num.
Nom 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 nom. And it tastes better than it probably would in Hamid.
Yes. So as you finish your meal, Tori, mm, he looks at you attentively. So, have you seen any other ragabash around outside of Lucas?
um, Not that I know of. I think I met a few of uh, the guru before I was actually knew anything, but of course I didn't know, at that point. But I don't think. I think I don't know. I don't know who I haven't met any that I know of.
All right. Here is what I want you to do. There is one that is living on separate ground. Well, you might not be ready for Laughing Shadow, but I would suggest you go to Garrett, or if you can, go to the one named Logan. He is a menace from the Black Fury tribe, and hmm, he's also known as Batman. Those two, they might teach you what it means to be a ragabash. As well, you're going to need to know what your auspice does. And actually, what does a ragabash do, young one?
He um they he thinks. Let's see. They're born under the moon. Um, that was his player not remembering.
It's it's the new moon.
Okay. They're born under the new moon. They they ask questions so that so that people can learn from them. That's what I
Hmm.
gathered anyway.
Ah, well, that's not very far from the truth. Ah, the ragabashes, they are born under the darkness, where the moon doesn't shine. They are the one that walks in the shadow, but they are not just that. As you said, they are the one who question the way. They are tricksters. And as tricksters, they are fool and wise at the same time. Your role is going to be the one to ask, question, why. When someone is going to say, well, we're going to do this, why? Why are we doing this that way? Don't you think that there might be other ways to do it? And also, hmm, well, when some, hmm, when some needs to be reminded of their places, for Ragabash, they can intervene, not in the same way of the Philodox, who will judge you directly. No, no, the Ragabash's lesson. They are they are interesting and can sometimes be quite humiliating, but they have a purpose. And the purpose is to make those remember either their places or make them rethink of their actions. There is no point of having someone who keeps asking the question why when it's not needed. You need to be quiet, listen, and when you feel that something is way too stupid or that people are not thinking clearly, you're the one who is going to poke them, make them remember perhaps their station, perhaps even that, huh, they might actually be right and they should go with it. Your position is going to be interesting. You will have a certain leniency considering your aspect, but that will not change the fact that some people might want to kick your ass. So pick your battles. And when when you have a big fish to fry, go to your auspice mates. I can guarantee you that a group of ragabash can do very, very interesting results.
I see. Uh, well, that is very interesting. I will be sure to ask him.
Hmm. All right. Hmm. Okay. So you know how to hum it, but you don't know how to wolf. Even if, well, you show some potential, I have to say that your technique was rather lacking. Oh, sure, you can run fast, and that's always a plus. And, well, at least your jaws know how to grip. However, well, let's say that running blindly in the middle of this field of rabbit, that's not the best way. You need to be stealthy about your approach because, well, those are rabbits. They're not very dangerous. Unless, of course, you find a way for a rabbit to kill you, but I would be very impressed, and I think you would be known in whole history to be the one killed by a tiny rabbit. But as a matter of fact, generally you won't go for rabbits. Generally, you will hunt with your pack. As a group, you will hunt bigger preys. And if you go, well, as you did, you might gain poor results. Some some of your preys, they can defend themselves pretty well. As a ragabash, you will be asked to scout ahead. So I very strongly recommend you to be discreet, be one with the shadows. Go when the wind blows into your opposing direction. Because if it comes from behind you, what is going to happen?
The target will see me coming, or smell me, in this case.
Yeah, when you say see me, he will smack your muzzle with his paw.
He'll quickly change to smell. Um,
Yes, that's the whole thing. They will sense you. And also, well, if you make a lot of noise, they will hear you. And well, if you're not hiding, they will see you indeed. But most certainly, they will smell you. They will smell that particular odor that you reek. They will then think, "Oh wow, there's a predator. I better run." And then you will look silly. And we don't want you to look silly unless you absolutely have to. So, hmm, here is what I want you to do. I want that he thinks, for the coming week. For the coming week, I want you to be in this form when you're on sept ground. I want you to be in this form as much as you can. Be attuned with this form, know its strength, know its weakness. I want you to stalk in the shadows. Stalk the other Garus. Try not to be seen. If you're being seen, you failed. And then you can take back your human form until, well, the end of the exchange that you will have probably with this Garu who will ask, well, why are you going through my underpants? But yes, stoke them from the shadows, follow them, try not to be seen, and steal socks. I want you to steal either a pair of socks or a pair of shoes from one of the kinfolks. Bring them back because they need it. But yes, try and be sneaky about it. And try to steal one. Show me that, well, you can do something else that run blindly into rabbits.
He thinks for a moment. I can do that.
Good. Now, I'm going to give you one last exercise. I am going to I'm going to go and hide somewhere. I want you to try and find me. Is that understood?
Yes.
Good. All right. Off I go. And Kotori start to trot away. One success. I am going to roll the mighty blur of the Milky Eye. Only one success, so it will be just one more difficulty to find me. And then I will roll Dex Stealth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. Then, yeah. After a while, Albert can probably guess that Kotori might have enough time to hide. And now it is up to you to try and find him.
He sniffs around.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't have seen him anyway.
So
he's
what did you
kind of.
roll exactly?
That was his perception alertness.
If you're trying to track him, you could use you could use perception survival to try and find the trace that he might have left on the ground. And also, it's one success because since you're at a minute, no, yeah, I was going to say it would have been a success because you have a -2 difficulty to your roll. Okay, so you're trying to find him, but you don't really succeed. You can make another roll.
He botches.
Okay, you're certain, without any form of doubt, that Kotori entered this cabin. Yes, obviously, he entered this cabin. Yes, your instincts do not lie.
He goes into the cabin and looks around.
Okay, you go into the cabin and you see a kinfolk girl with a towel around her waist, and she screams at top of her lung when she sees you enter.
He jumps. Not really used to loud noises in Lupus. He just um, he just kind of barks because he doesn't realize. Oh yeah, he's in Lupus form. And then he just runs out.
And
And this
Yeah.
time he just hides in a bush.
Okay. Uh, make another perception alertness. Okay, so you've got three success. However, in this case, oh yeah, since it's yeah, I still do it. Thanks to Great White Mouse. Okay, so you don't you don't hear anything, but yeah, you feel a breathing down your neck, and Kotori whisper, "Huh, I wouldn't have taken you for that kind of Garu, but if uh if you remember, I said don't think with your genitals."
He kind of just shakes his head. I didn't mean to. Someone was trying to do. I was pretty
Yeah.
sure you were in there.
uh, that's what they all say. Pat, pat, pat. He pats you on the head. All right, all right. I'll spare you for this one. And he gets out of the bush. Right. Well, you, my young one, you're going to have to learn to track things. You can, well, you can do things, but yes, tracking is right now not your strongest point. As well, you made it seem. I would advise you probably don't use your eyes too much. Use your sense of smell, but sometimes it's not sufficient. You should probably look at the ground, look at the traces that I left, look where the grass has been disturbed, the bushes. This, those will be indication of where I went and where you might need to go. All your senses can be useful. Maybe I'm going to make a noise as I ruffle through the bushes. Thus, your sense of hearing will be used. Maybe I will be cocky and I will just hop from bushes to bushes, and then you will be able to see me. Or maybe your sense of smell will be able to tell where I dwell. Think about that. Practice, just as you will be stalking the others. And, well, after that, we might take you for an outside exercise.
I see. Thank you for the advice. Thank you for the teaching. I'll be sure to practice this week and not. He looks at the cabin. Uh, not do that again.
Mm, good, good. Well, um, do you have any question that you wish to ask me?
um, he thinks for a moment. Hmm. Not that. Not, not about being a Guru at the moment. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I learned about rage and about how I can't really tell my parents anything. Um,
Mm,
but I have to go. I have to see them for a holiday, and I know there's a lot of people with a lot of Guru with a lot of rage around here. I
mm-hmm.
was wondering if I could either go alone or go with someone who doesn't have a lot of rage and wouldn't, just freak everyone out.
Hmm.
I can tell them I made a new friend at school. That's fine.
Victory thinks a little bit. Hmm. Tell me, what are you studying at that school place?
At this, Albert is trying to think of a way to explain the concept. He's not sure if this wolf born will understand the concept of business or finance.
Mm.
He's just not sure whether he does or doesn't. That's a totally different story. But uh, I study how to be a good trader of goods and items.
Mm. Victory thinks very hard as the cogs in his head are working together. Mm.
Intelligence
Oh,
enigmas.
nah, nah. Intelligence Enigma, I only use it when I want to build an IKEA chair, which Cory is very, very good at. But let's go with a pure intelligence check. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. He thinks, does this have anything to do with the place of the wall?
Sorry, what?
Mm, the place with the wall, uh, where apparently you Hamids worship tree money.
Uh,
You can either you guess what he's talking about, or you can make an intelligence enigma.
or
But I
that
guess,
one I might actually be able to make.
yeah, go on.
He's yeah, he figures it out. Like yes, it's something like that. Yeah.
Hmm. Huh. You might have. So, what do you exactly wish to do with your parents? Do you wish to see them? Do you wish to do what exactly?
Well, all my family is getting together for a very important meal that we're going to share with each other. Who
Ah,
knows? My mom might actually show up for once.
hmm. Your mother. She's been absent from your house.
Yeah, she just kind of, leaves for long periods of time.
Hmm. This seems really familiar. Perhaps she is the one who bred you.
Maybe. My dad didn't tell me anything about her or about it. He just said she had work to do.
Mhm. So basically, you want to share this meal and bring another one with you to accompany you. Hmm.
Yes, I
With
was
low
told I
rage.
cannot be off sept without, well, or it's not a
Yes.
good idea to be off sept without someone, with me.
Yes, that's generally not a good idea. Hmm.
I was
Well,
just suggesting that someone who doesn't have as much rage as, say, Olaf Raya.
yeah. Mm, another ragabash might do. Hmm. But, well, I'm not doing Lucas because 2 cups going outside. No, doesn't count. Uh, thinks a little bit. Mm, Huh. Actually, actually, I might have someone. Uh, Go and see Michael. He is he is a ragabash from he's a ragabash from my tribe. So he will have a low rage. That way he might be able to accompany you, and well, if you want to ask him question about his perception of what it means to be a ragabash, then yes, that might be also useful. But hmm, if he can't, if he can make it for any sort of reason, because uh, he had a little bit traumatic experience in the past, not with this Christmas thing, but if he doesn't feel comfortable, tell me about it. I will make arrangements.
Of course. Thank you.
Mm, good. All right. I will leave you now. I have to attend to other business. Do what I asked of you, and your next lessons into being a wolf, well, might be more interesting.
Thank you, Good Uriah.
He nods, and with that, he trots off. And unless Albert do something, I guess we can call this a scene.
Yep.
Thank you, player, for playing, watchers for watching, and we will catch you next time.